Hi YouTube, it's Karen here. Well, this video is about Mullein again and how to make cough syrup. This video was inspired by the VR to Southpaw Bushcraft. After we got done with that walk, I told the children that I go out and I try to identify them in the book, and I write some notes down, and then I go home and I do some research. Well, Katelyn asked me if she could do some research on some of the plants that we identified in that video. And this is her little notebook that she wrote that day. Lots and lots of little notes on sumac and curly dock, chicory. Oh, there's spiderwort in there. There's curly dock again. There's goldenrod. And there's some stuff on mullein. And she's always been interested in mullein after we did that the first video on nerve pain. And I've even learned stuff after that video, doing more research on mullein. It's actually, the roots are better for making tea and for nerve pain than the leaves. So it pays to do research. But anyway, while Katelyn was doing some research, she came across the video about Mullein Cough Syrup. And I'd seen the video lots of times. And in fact, I've tried it several times. I've tried to do that every year, but I can never find enough flowers. So she asked me if we could do it. So that's what this video is about. The kids collecting flowers for a couple weeks and putting it in a jar. And I'll show you that in the video and how much we get. But it pays to involve the kids in this because they learn. Mullein was probably one of the first plants that she learned to recognize. Every time we're out, she knows mullein when she sees it. She knows that she can use it to go to the bathroom. She knows that if she has a wound, she can put something, a mullein leaf on it. So that's like her favorite plant right now. So, enjoy. Now George is helping too. You having fun, George? Okay, this is how many flowers the kids and I got. And if it's a nice sunny day, you should, leave them outside on a cookie sheet. If it's not windy, make sure any bugs or anything fly off. But it keeps sprinkling today. The sun's out, but it keeps sprinkling. So I'm just going to set them in my garage. Spread them out on a box in the garage so that they don't get wet, because that's what you don't want. You don't want them to get wet. You don't want to wash them off or anything like that. Okay, we've let our flowers dry all day. I had to put them in the shed because we thought it might rain today. We've washed our mason jar, and then I put it in the oven to sterilize it. You want to make sure it's sterilized. And Katelyn and George are going to alternate flowers and sugar until it's full. Go ahead.
Tell me when to stop. You put the whole pile in there.
Okay, Katelyn. Just put enough sugar in there to cover it. You watched the video too, right?
Mm-hmm.
They both watched the video, actually.
Does that guy do more? More?
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
Are you your next layer, George? Okay, Katelyn, do your sugar. That's enough.
Okay.
Okay, George, do your last one.
Careful with the paper towel like this. Yeah, like this and just nip
There
it.
you go, sister.
Careful.
Katelyn helped me make pickles today. We made them for George because I'm not a pickle person. Alright, top it off with sugar. Okay, there's the lid behind you, Katelyn. Just snug it up. Make sure with your finger that there's nothing on that rim. Take it back off. Make sure with your finger that there's nothing on that rim. It doesn't have to seal or anything. I'm just making sure. Then you're going to put this in a sunny window in the house, and we're going to check it in a week, and we'll top it off again with some more flowers and sugar. So it's been 1 week. We let the flowers and the sugar sit, and I just topped the jar off with some new flowers today and a little bit more sugar. I've been running around trying to find some more mullein flowers where we picked the first ones. It didn't seem like there was any left, but I managed to get a handful. So now we'll wait another week and top it off again. So another week has went by, so now you can pretty well see my first layer, and then my second layer is a little bit brown, and I just put my third layer of flowers on the top. Now we're going to wait another week. Okay, we originally started this on July 16th. It's now August 7th. So it's been 3 weeks. It has released a lot of its oil, the flowers. I don't know how well that's showing up on the camera. But unfortunately, we couldn't find that many flowers. And I had this problem last year, too. But now we're going to take it in, and we're going to dump it in a fine mesh sieve and try to sift out what syrup is in there. Before you start sifting all of your product, make sure you sterilize all of your equipment. So I've poured the flour and sugar mixture on the top of the sieve, and it's coming through, and with the back of a spoon just help it along, push it through. That's what I've got so far. Trying to describe the smell, it's very medicine-y, but another thing, it smells like alcohol. Well, I ended up with about 6 tablespoons of Mullein Cough Syrup. They say to store this in a brown bottle and in the refrigerator, and that it will last about 6 months. I will leave all the links to my research in the description box. I encourage you to do your own research before you ever do anything like this or take any medicinal medicine. You have to make sure you have the right plants. Do your own research. Never take anybody's video for granted. So there you have it. Thanks for watching.